at you live from DNHQ in beautiful South Pasadena, California, and close to the home of your world champion Los Angeles Dodgers. This is the Blue Heaven Podcast. You know what I loved about this? All the free publicity we got in all the papers. It's like Blue Heaven, Blue Heaven, Blue Heaven, all these things. So thank you, national and local media, for taking care of us. What is going on, Dodgers Nation? My name is Clint. I'm going to do that with my shirt for some reason because I did it. My name is also RealFRG on Twitter and Instagram.
I thought you were going to say my name is also Brooke. I didn't know where you're going with that. Guys, my name is Brooke. You can find me at BrookeMe3 on Twitter and Instagram. We also got Mr. Gary Lee in the house over there in that little corner screen that you guys love to see. On today's show, we don't really have that much of a schedule, guys. We are world champions for the first time in 32 years. We get to talk about that. We get to talk about our reactions. We get to talk about your guys' reactions. We get to talk about where you were, where we were, etc. We get to be happy for the first time. You remember when I said, remember when we used to be happy?
It was one of your greatest lines.
That line
ever.
is now dead. We are now happy. We can enjoy things. Give me 5 years. I might ask it again. But for the time being, this is the happiest that I've been in quite some time.
It's nice. It's fun. It was weird because we couldn't celebrate it at the stadium. We couldn't be at the ballpark. We couldn't be with a lot of people, even though you look around on the internet. There was a lot of people with a lot of people. But you know what? We're not here to cast judgment. We can do that in a couple of weeks when everybody is potentially sick. But you know what? 32 years, I think, for a lot of us, whatever we did was the right thing to do. Just make sure everybody's taking care of each other and health and blah, blah, blah. But we want to make this show a lot about you guys, a lot about the stream and just kind of having some fun with everybody. So let's dig into comments here. If you guys see anything you want to shout out, go for it. Gary, Brooke, or whatever. We got a number of firsts, and I don't think all three of y'all can be first, but we got Jesse, Santiago, and Logan all saying first. Logan follows up with a hey.
Oh. Well, Logan got a first and a hey. Wow. Well, I guess Logan won.
There's a lot of new people. You just ask them for their area code so we know where they're calling from.
I also had a realization just as we were starting that a lot of people are going to think that we're actually the Dodgers. Hi, my name is Ross Stripling, and that's a great question.
My name is Cooper.
Are you going to go golfing this Saturday?
Yeah, exactly.
We're ruining this already, guys.
We are. Make sure you guys drop in. Let us know where you're repping Dodgers Nation tonight. Let us know where you're watching from because we are Mr. and Mr. Worldwide. As we know, we want to know where our fans and where Dodgers fans alike are watching from. We got... I
like Tiffany on YouTube saying, we did it. Go Dodgers. We did do it. Literally us.
We did this. Marcus is checking in from San Diego. Love that. Really enjoy that.
I miss, was it Lamet Slider?
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
You think he's all right?
Probably not. We got Hassani saying, we are the champions. And then that was it. Am I supposed to do the next part? Because I don't know the lyrics. Heart.
Yeah, I don't know.
We won. Now let's do it again next year. Bow, bow, bow. I'm doing the lyrics here, guys.
I'm hype tweeting. Sorry.
Thank you. Thank you. And I think that was also partially for Roach. I told Roach I was going to do the song. The comments are going too quick where we can't even keep up with them. We got Katie saying, world champion Los Angeles Dodgers. I saw our boy Frank Lopez in here. The comments are going too quick, and we appreciate you guys. So I got to catch all the way up. A lot of people, you got Sports from Coast to Coast saying, Gary.
I want to give a shout out to Charlize. She started being a baseball fan this year. She chose the Dodgers. She's good luck.
What a pick.
First
good pick.
What a good pick. 32 years we haven't had one, and all of a sudden you show up.
Thank you.
We got Marooners saying Astros cheated. I agree. We got Alex saying Dodgers champ. Gail says time for tattoos, Brooke. That's a good point.
That's true. We do need tattoos.
Our guy Nick Stock saying something. It went by too quick.
Chris Coffin over on Facebook checking in from Austin, Texas. Froy over on Facebook checking in from 479, which is apparently Arkansas. I would not have guessed that. I'm really glad that Froy, verified that for me. Bo is checking in from Nashville as well. You should say hi to AJ for us. AJ's like around there.
Yeah. If you live in Nashville, you're all together. Mello says give Andre Ethier a ring. You know what? Hell, let's dig in right there. So obviously we won. We again personally because we are all the Dodgers. This is how it goes.
We, as in the communist we.
Yes. No, the royal we. There are a lot of people, a lot of Dodgers that people want to receive rings from this. I mean, I've seen some as far back as Dre Day Ethier, saw Matt Kemp, I'm not going to say his name now because of the implications. But there are a lot of Dodgers, and you know what? I would not be upset to see some Richie Hill. I think deserves a ring. He's not going to get one. We know Ross Stripling, friend of the show, is going to get a ring because he was part of this season. I think you deserve a ring.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
No, will you marry me?
Oh, yes.
That thing's it's legal now, right? There are a number of guys. I think Austin Barnes deserves a ring. I don't think Pedro Baez deserves a ring.
Austin Barnes does surprisingly get a ring. It's a wild year.
Tim says this feels super good. Great to stroll with the gear on in San Diego. That's got to be fun. Thank you for trolling and representing for us down there in SD Dodger Tim, because that's his job now.
Sham Diego.
Sham Diego.
Hype Diego.
Yep.
Over hype Diego.
Eric says Kirk Gibson, and it's going so fast that I don't know if he's referring to who should get a ring.
Kirk. I don't think Gibson. I don't think Gibby gets
has one.
We should give one to who's the bat guy. What do you got?
Kevin, former
Chico?
Your
Former
co-host friend Kevin says that does Brooks' good luck stash get a ring? And this is a point that I brought up, Kevin.
We were talking about it earlier.
I grew the mustache. We did really well. I shaved it, and then we did really well. So I think that I'm kind of the good luck charm. This is the only year that I've ever had a mustache in my entire life, and we won. Coincidence? I think not. That's good music. Effects.
Good thing we rehearsed.
I haven't podcasted in a long time.
Logan says Tim LeCastro would have been a champion. Yeah, but he's not.
Well, coulda, shoulda, woulda.
But he's not. I don't know. I would consider Richie Hill, but he wasn't part of this team. But he did help with the blister. So
we're just talking about like honorary rings.
Honorary rings. Yeah. I mean, they're gonna get honorary bling. You got to give it to him. You can't just be like, oh yeah, you're getting a ring in here.
Vinny's getting a ring no matter what, right?
Oh yeah.
Who?
Vinny.
So he can. Oh yeah, he's
I
gonna
don't know.
It.
He's not officially an employee, right?
Yeah, he's got to auction it right off.
He's like,
can't have his children fight over it.
Yeah, he's like, hey, grandkids, you want this? Piss off.
Get me some milk.
I like how you turned him into like an angry old man somehow, even though he's like the sweetest human being that's ever lived. You both were like, ah.
Hey, you just
that's how we are as old people.
You just don't know old white people. That's just the way it goes. But yeah, world effing champs, man. I was gonna put in the clip of Chase Utley here, but I figured Gary would get all the emails from grandmas about it.
That's a good point. Yeah, the
last one, a lot of grandmas emailed.
That was him.
A lot of grandmas. I know. You're the one who gets a little Oh,
I do. Just a little bit.
You gotta have some fun,
Yeah, that's cool.
Have some fun. This beat is sick. We all know the song's good song. It's fun song.
AJ says Kevin Cash has to get a ring too.
Kevin Cash, great effing call.
Yes.
Like, I don't even know how much we want to talk about the game.
I want to talk about that just for like a second, because I need you to understand how bad of a move it was. Because I had at least 5 people who don't watch baseball that were watching that game text me and be like, that seems strange. And I was like, yeah, it does. And he was like, is this a good move for them? I was like, no, they're about to lose the game right now. And sure enough, they go on to lose the game.
Yeah.
Anybody could have seen that.
I'm just letting
as
you guys...
much as you could see Pedro Baez blowing a lead in a game.
Well, I just want to say that it really wasn't them taking out Snell. I was on Twitter.
It was.
Everybody, we had to change up the energy. We change up seats. We are drinking different drinks.
I changed to a different beer.
Yeah, everybody was doing something to change the energy right before the
that's not why
started.
I did it. I ran out of my other beer, but it worked.
We tried. We tried.
It worked out.
I said it right away, and then a lot of people started doing it, saying it right away. Gary, we were watching that game in the garage, the 2018 World Series. Dave goes out, takes out Rich Hill, and the Red Sox literally said after the game, like, we woke up, we saw that, and we're like, yes, he's out. Mm-hmm. He's out of the game. Mm-hmm. Mookie said that after the game. He was asked, why were you smiling after that point? He's like, they took Snell out of the game.
That's 3 straight years that the momentum has been changed by starting pitchers being pulled too early. That's Rich Hill, that's Zach Greinke, and that's Blake Snell. All 3 losing teams. But what do you know? What do you know, guys? Sometimes you just don't be a manager. And I think it works out better.
So Big Tony's giving us super hearts on Periscope. I don't know what a super heart is. Do you know what that is?
It's when your heart...
Oh, I think we
swells.
have to exchange that for something.
I think
we have to get like 750,000.
We cash it
super
in
hearts
for Stanley Nichols.
Yeah.
That's
the only way to do it. I don't get that stuff.
Is this like an emoji of me? Because that looks like an emoji of me.
How did you do that?
Someone made
Swag Daddy McGee, did you make me an emoji? Because that looks a lot like me, Chief.
That
Just
does look
saying.
like you.
That's a little creepy.
I like
always,
it.
No, I think that might be Fat Thor.
No, that's not Fat Thor. Because it would have had the hair.
There's no difference.
And you know, I'm on that smooth Jim Beam diet today.
All liquids.
VCD on Periscope says Jonathan Broxton gets a ring. Yeah, maybe the Phillies give him another one while they're at it.
No.
Steve Irwin gets a ring because of the Rays. That's reasonable,
Okay.
you know.
Bless up, Steve. We miss you.
Forever in our prayers. Eric Brewer saying Price doesn't get one. Hey, David Price was in the group chat every single day or most days with the boys. He was taking care of them. You know, he was basically a little
And remember how much money he
coach.
gave to the minor league players.
This is true.
You know, during the offseason. So I don't know. I would have no problem with him getting a ring.
He is the one
ring.
guy that I'm like, there's absolutely no doubt that he gets a ring. Obviously, Ross gets one because he was a part of the team. He played games with him. He played most of the season. He has to get one. But in my mind, I look at David Price and the contributions that he's made without ever throwing a pitch, and I'm like, easily they're giving him a ring. Not to mention the fact that historically speaking, that the Dodgers tend to give a lot of people rings.
Shout
that
out
includes
Eric.
staff such as Eric who get rings, and we'll probably get a ring, and then we'll have to have Eric on the show so he can just sit here and go like this and show us
one
his
camera
ring.
dedicated to it. Yeah.
I got a plan. I got a new plan. Eric doesn't get his ring. Instead, Sue gets two.
Oh, okay.
Huh?
Gary, when we have him in, we'll have him sit there, but we'll just tilt the camera down so the whole time it's just on his hand.
And then I'll cut off his finger. Take the ring.
And then you could do that and go to jail, but that's fine.
Would like to not be implicated in this crime.
I think it's premeditated.
Real
Yes.
FRG.
I know. I thought about it.
That's your legal name.
I mean, you got to give him the what do they call that? Stage name, you know?
But yeah, the guy who sells beer that looks like Kershaw.
Yeah, he
that
gets
guy
a
gets
ring.
a ring. Dustin Mays'
Absolutely.
cousin that sells the raffle tickets. He gets a ring. Everybody gets a ring.
Yeah.
Maria, who serves the micheladas down under the left field pavilion with the really green eyes, and she's the nicest lady in the world. She gets a ring. I think that's how it works out. She calls me Brooks.
Well, she's seen you on such things as Dodgers
Such
Zooms.
thing as the Zoom calls, yes.
Logan says, hey, Clint, Matt Latos can get a ring. Hell yeah, why not? But yeah, I think they're going to give rings to a lot of folks because that's just what they do. Even though
they'll give us a ring.
No, they're not going to do that.
Give us a ring.
Even though who
right
was it?
then, make me the write-in candidate for a ring.
Wasn't like Mark Walter out today being like, we lost so much money this year or somebody?
Oh, it was Stan.
take a few years to
Caston.
Stan
recover.
Caston was like, well, we lost so much money because no fans. And we
Well, it's
were
real
like, oh,
inside
yeah,
baseball
we got it,
economic
dude.
talk. Yeah,
We know, Stan. There were no
Caught
fans.
myself.
We're familiar.
because I was going to say that fucking dick, but then I didn't.
No.
But then Stan was like, but next year there's going to be no fans either.
Kim, Facebook, yes, Knox Kelly deserves a ring.
Oh, a little ring. Oh.
But
then it won't fit him when he's an adult.
Yeah, he needs an oversized ring, super ring, like a 12.
Like put his arm into it. And be like, this is my ring. That's a bracelet.
Give Knox Kelly a bracelet.
World Series bracelet.
Because we didn't come here to lose. We came here to win. We need fireworks, and boy, did LA deliver. We saw that, man. LA delivered on some fireworks, and that was interesting.
I wish I was as smart as that kid.
Yeah, when in Rome.
Yeah, I'm not.
I'm gonna drink while you come up with something now.
Oh no, I'm just looking at a lot of Janet over on Periscope said Chico gets a ring, and we actually had a conversation today right before this happened. We were like, remember Chico? Doesn't that seem like so long ago that Chico was a thing? And it was just end of July, really.
Don't run on Chico.
Don't run on Chico in July. After that, feel free.
I mean, we all saw Chico though throughout the games, throughout the postseason and all that, being like, Chico, you know.
Yeah.
So forever in our hearts.
Yeah, for sure. Hesop Choi. Someone said Hesop Choi gets a ring.
Just like
Kent is getting a lot of love right now.
Just like Tommy's Chili, forever in our hearts. That's right. You're not gonna take away my joke time. No Tommy's Chili Peanut Gallery.
There's a drop in viewers right now.
Well, you know what happens.
Because the chili.
All right. We can tell Manny Machado we can give him a ring, but only if he gives Moshe the $300 million.
Something's telling me that he's not getting his money. Katie says, did you guys see the girl that fell off the Range Rover? Yes, we did.
Did she wake up yet?
I don't know if she's awake or alive, to be honest with you. That being said, boy, you guys sure know how to celebrate.
Yeah, when you climb up on the roof, don't start flicking off people. Grab a hold of something and just flick someone off with one hand.
I mean, moving vehicles tend to move, you know,
in the middle of an intersection when the when the light turns red. Yeah.
So prayers up. Hope she's alive, et cetera, et cetera.
She's got a GoFundMe going or I think somebody started
she
one.
Cracked her head.
Yeah,
that was bad.
Well, yeah, she broke her fall with her skull.
Yeah.
Doesn't tend to work out well.
Not advised. You know what else doesn't work out well? Jumping onto the roof of cars. I don't even know if that was like if she was involved in that vehicle.
Oh, if that car was her car?
Yeah, or if she was within the vehicle.
I think so, right? She came out of the rear.
I don't know. I didn't see
all I saw was the not Sports Center clip. That's all I saw.
It's the wide world of sports. Anybody else? Anybody old? I know Gary's old enough for that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. The skier who crashes downhill.
Put that on.
Someone said that Joe Blatant gets a ring. I think they meant Blanton.
Joe Blatant.
Joe Blatant,
friend of the show.
AJ Ellis.
No.
I don't know.
I think Kershaw will let him look at his ring. But that's the nice stuff. Let's instead of talking about the people who maybe might get rings, let's talk about the people who do get rings. The most important one being our hero, our legend, Clayton Edward Kershaw. Finally gets his ring, gets that monkey off his back. He doesn't have to hear he doesn't have to hear the BS narrative every single year. AJ, I see your comment, and that's fire. I'm not going to say it, though, because I don't want FBI coming after me. Take over. I got to laugh for a minute.
Yimi Garcia.
No.
Why not?
Because no.
He's done so much for the team.
Hey,
lost to the Braves.
Did I miss it? Did Clayton have a Michael Jordan hugging something on the floor or a Steve Young just like
hugged his kid?
Like that was it, right? He didn't have his own moment to like really celebrate.
He had his like running in from the bullpen thing that is going to go down.
That was it.
You're going to watch that like 50 years from now and be like, I remember that.
Well, I wish I could have seen more. That's the only thing. Is it?
Yeah, I saw somebody talking about that. I wish there was a camera trained on every player just to see their reaction because you know how much they always talk about, and even Joe Buck has talked about it. And I'm sorry to bring down the mood here and mention that evil name, but why didn't Joe Buck shut up at any point during that?
Because he doesn't understand the Vin Scully moment thing. He's not good at it.
His dad did, I think. I don't know.
He likes to hear himself. I don't know what to tell you, man. He's just like, I have to talk now because I'm the talker.
Who's his dad again? John Buck, the former catcher?
Dick Buck.
Dick Buck.
Yeah.
Dick Butt Kiss? Yes.
Buckus.
Nice kid, friend of the show.
Yeah, we're not going to be a show much longer, guys. We already got canceled.
Hashtag canceled. Probably. I laughed at that.
Juan Uribe gets a ring just for being Juan Uribe. And a cigar.
There he is right there. And a cigar.
Give that man a cigar and a ring ASAP, please.
That part of the shelf, by the way, is all legends. So we got Uribe, Verdugo, Don Sutton, and Duke Snyder. And Kershaw right in the middle. So, boom. Shout out that shelf guy that asked for a lot of shout outs, even though we paid for the shelf.
Shelf man.
His name John Shelf.
Trey
John
Studios Woodworking.
Trey? Who?
Whatever,
that guy. Find him on our internet.
That guy. At that guy.
Anyways, again, the comments are still flying hot. I saw one. Zed says he liked my Tommy's comment, by the way. No Tommy's. Jed Jerko gets a ring.
Go get Tommy's and then take it to In-N-Out and put the Tommy's chili on the In-N-Out. So good.
And I'm the fat guy.
There's a lot of effort happening for food. Just want to eat something. Katie says, shout out to me for being $300 poorer. And that's the thing that we should probably talk about at some point because, look,
merch.
There's been some fire merch. We've dropped our own. You can check it out over at DodgerNation.com. We've dropped our own merch. It's great. You can go to GearUpLA.com. You can do that too because we got a lot of stuff all the time, including that cool shirt that Gary's wearing down there. But
Mookie
there was a lot of really, really good merch that dropped, obviously, from MLB, things like that. I think that's the first time I've ever seen us reach 1,000 messages, by the way.
We're at 1,000?
Yeah, we just got the 1,000 message. I've never got that before.
Well, usually by the end of the show, we stop paying attention slightly.
I don't read. Yeah, I can't read anyways. But there was a lot of merch. People spent a lot of money. I personally, I might be in the 275 to 300 range ish.
Well, you don't.
Wow.
You don't look. You don't
How many
look.
Mookie jerseys did you buy?
You don't
It's
look a
not bad,
pound
right? I
over
thought
in
it
that
wasn't
190.
Oh, thank you. I'm not. No, I just bought that born and raised. I bought one of the born and raised hoodies.
the one
there.
Oh, the hoodies. Oh, dude, that one's expensive,
I know.
but it looks good.
I just couldn't not do it, dude. I kept thinking about like 50 years from now, it still being alive and well, and I could sell it off as retro. Or
So in 32 years, we can say, "Oh, we wore this on the last one."
the last one we won, we have another one.
And importantly, everybody got the DVD or the Blu-ray, right? Do they still make DVDs? Is that still like a thing? Anybody? Can we have a fact check? Can you be a fact checker while you're here? Nope. She said no.
I don't even know what that is. No.
I used to burn DVDs.
I had a DVD burner.
Yeah, remember?
Yeah,
I took like
it was like a separate
FDA.
thing. That came with
FDA,
it.
come get them. That's a thing, right?
FDA.
Those are the ones.
Food
that
and
get
Drug
it was for my
Administration's coming for
karaoke
you.
albums
Mm-hmm.
because I love karaoke.
Yeah, you're big on it. Big
He does.
time
He does really
karaoke.
love karaoke.
Love
That's a
it.
good point.
Um,
Did you spend mucho money?
I was out on
Out.
including with the one I got from GearUp.la. I spent like 130-ish.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad at all.
Couple
I
shirts.
was expecting worse from you.
Got the Blu-ray. You know. Another shirt. Gotta be ready.
Huh?
What?
Nothing?
Nobody's talking to you. This is a quiet set.
Oh, people are letting you know what they've spent so far. So that's really
Well,
good.
let's go.
topic
No,
of
Frank McCourt
conversation.
does not get a ring. Don't lie to me.
Hey, it's his parking lot.
Just for being there.
Dude, do not lie to me.
Jorge says I spent $300 in Dodgers gear. That's not that bad. $300 is getting there pretty bad, but not bad.
I need hats and jerseys.
The Dodger dude says, how much for JT's mask? Are we there yet? We're not there yet, right? A little bit
No.
later in the show. A little bit later. We're gonna get there.
YouTube KN Owl. I don't know what that's supposed to say.
Canole.
He said never dropped $500 before so quick on one-time items. $500.
What was for
doesn't have to
500?
be-
Oh, I see that.
For a
I'm sure
one
he
time.
just bought a.
Oh,
bunch
some
of stuff.
dirt off the field?
No, I think they just bought a bunch of stuff real quick.
Oh, I thought you said a one-time item. Sorry.
Like
Yeah, I
at
think,
one
like,
time.
World
Oh,
Series.
at one time.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
I'm thinking one
One
item,
cart.
so.
Yeah.
And still did not qualify for free shipping.
The original
Thank you,
Lewis,
fanatics.
I don't know. There's a lot of words in there. It says I spent $100 on MLB Shop and waiting to buy more merch from Blue Heaven. What a guy! Come on. Waiting to buy more. I spent $100 more. Why not? It's Christmas.
Yeah, there were a lot of people waiting at Dodger Stadium for merch today.
Yeah.
There were too many. I went to Dick's Sporting. I was passing by Dick's Sporting
Richards.
Goods.
This is a family show.
in Pasadena.
On Fidel? Huh?
There was a line.
There's a line?
From there all the way to where the cars come in, past
Really?
all the stores, and I was just staring at the people like, just order online. What are you doing?
Yeah, but you don't get it
they
for like
want
a
to wear
month.
it right now.
Yeah, yeah.
I just got my Lakers shirt yesterday, dude.
Oh, man.
But I'm okay with that. I don't need it right now. Like, I'm not gonna just stand there in my clothes and sleep in them.
That's the one thing I do miss is walking around town, just watching everybody wear their gear.
Mhm.
Because I see
Yeah.
a bunch of people
Oh,
over here
you're
at the
gonna
farmer's
see it a
market wearing a
lot.
hat, but I just want to see more. It just feels good because then
Bunch of fair weathers, I get you. Yeah.
you can
After
tell.
Christmas, when they all get their Christmas gifts of World Series gear and stuff, you're gonna see a bunch of people wearing Lakers and Dodgers stuff for the rest of the year. It's gonna be great.
Darren McDonald on Facebook says World Series dirt is $20 if you want it in a pen.
In a pen,
Are you
Then
serious?
I can't throw it.
you can. You just shouldn't.
And Justin
What's
Turner
the
was all
craziest-
over that dirt.
That's a good point.
And MLB has made him a supervillain now. Super spreader, supervillain.
What's the
But we're
what?
not there yet.
We're not there yet.
He keeps alluding to it, but we're not
I
there
know we're
yet.
not there yet.
Because I know we're going to get there. And I hate Rob Manfred. But everybody knows that. But now I hate him even deeper.
Yeah.
How deep
But what's the
is
craziest
your
thing you
hate?
guys saw in the store? What's the craziest thing? Because
You think we go to stores?
No, I mean like the MLB store.
Oh, I didn't get that deep into it.
Oh, okay.
I just
I
looked
just
at
Anybody
I looked at
online?
the
I saw
shirt.
the thick
the
boy
hat.
shirt that I liked, and then the nice shirt for Mrs. FRG, and then the Blu-ray, and then I already know.
You're all about that Blu-ray.
And then
We all about Blu-ray?
because
Hey,
that's how we're going to be able to unearth whether or not the Dodgers cheated, just like John Boy got the Astros.
He's got to hold on to that Blu-ray just to go back and double check.
has John
some
Boy
stuff.
done a thing yet for this last game?
Oh, I actually
yeah.
haven't even checked.
He did a great one about Blake Snell being taken out and why the analytics. Everybody, A-Rod and everybody calling it an analytical move. It was not. It was Kevin Cash sticking to his script. So if we're looking at Kevin Cash and where Cash and the Rays are at in a World Series right now, you would venture to say that in 2 years they would win a World Series because that's when it took Dave to stop making the same stupid scripted decisions.
I wasn't listening to you, so.
That's my retort then, sir.
Gail said there was a frame print of the victory celebration available for only $2,499.99.
Wait, hand me the stack of papers. I'm selling these fine news. I'm not going to sell the newspapers, but get off the camera. Yeah, you're on the camera. Why would you walk that way instead of this way? I don't know. So yeah, we got these bad boys. By the way, look at that. That says newspaper.
It says vote early. That's why I see first.
Yeah, I know. Why did they put the sticker all over it? And then
could have put it on the bottom.
Oh,
the
man.
Daily News.
You're framing that.
Sponsoring us right there. Blue Heaven, worth the wait. Thank you.
Right there on the wall.
Yeah. So
we appreciate you guys.
$7,000 a pop.
Friends of the us.
I would not sell newspapers. That's a very dick move, but they're all over eBay right now. Tina G-Man spent $77, by the way. Robert wants Raul Mondesi to get a ring. Because why not?
Why?
You guys think Mookie gets a ring?
I think he might do.
Logan spent did you say this one? $200 plus the $20 shipping and handling? Ooh wee.
Yeah, I think that was the part that I had the problem with the born and raised thing. It was, very expensive sweatshirt and then like $10 shipping. I was like,
they charge $10 for shipping?
Man, give me free shipping on this.
Yeah.
But, as a guy who used to work in shipping, there's no excuse.
Zed
should be free.
So Zed, our buddy Zedward, went to the ballpark today and he said they have wireless chargers with World Series championship logos on them. Wireless they have chargers, man.
Look, man.
For how much? Like $49.99.
I know, probably. Damn. Oh man.
Any way to make a buck, gentlemen. Any way to make a buck.
Well, Stan needs to make his money.
Sergio says, Clint and Brooke, I enjoy your show. You guys rock. And then by omitting Gary, that means Gary sucks. Thank you. We appreciate that.
I can leave or I'll just drink more.
Isaac is waiting on the "they don't want that smoke" shirt.
Oh yeah,
it's a good shirt.
Yeah,
it's quality.
There's a couple of them floating around out there, but they're not great.
The original Luis 35 or Lewis, if you're nasty, says, "Does this start a dynasty?" I don't know. I mean, aren't we already kind of sort of a dynasty in a way? I don't know.
Brian wants some help for his DN piece, which will be available at DodgerNation.com. Brian wants to know, let's talk about the top moments of the postseason. This is actually a lot of really good help from Brian. So if you guys are in the comments, what are your top moments from this postseason? We'll just start from the beginning with the Brewers and go all the way through. And what are your top moments? Are we going to do
each series?
Each series?
Oh, you want to do each series?
I mean, just off the top of my head.
Well, if we're starting at the Brewers,
I don't remember the Brewers
series. Yeah.
I'm like,
my top moment from the...
I have a top moment for the Brewers series.
Mine was when we got BJ DeGroat on this.
Yeah.
When we got Milwaukee radio jock BJ DeGroat on our show
and
here to talk about the Brewers. And he trashed the Brewers. So,
he was like, they're going to lose. They freaking suck. Yeah. Let's talk about the Packers.
Let's go Pack.
We're not talking about the Packers, BJ. He's like, Packers are great. Aaron Rodgers. And I'm like, oh, my God. So I guess if you're talking about that series, like one of the only highlights is Kershaw's 8-inning shutout. Like that. Yeah. What else is there?
Braun throwing his back.
It's against a remedial team, but yeah.
Yeah. Braun got hurt.
Braun got hurt, yeah.
He was already hurt and he's old.
Yeah,
stupid. You know how they say how steroids degenerate your body? Yeah. So, Mike Hoppers just balking her. I saw that one. I like that one.
Highlights from the Padres series? I think Cody's catch is probably up there for me.
There's a shirt for
the
that
hat
one,
toss.
The hat toss.
Just Bruzdar.
Blowing
the interaction.
Kisses. Yes.
Bruzdar's good.
I see what you did there.
Yes.
Yeah.
What else? Buy that shirt. That was really about it. It was only 3-game series because they were so pathetic.
There wasn't much to do, huh?
They didn't put up much of a fight.
Wait, didn't Fernando Tatis? Isn't he good? Did he do anything in that series?
He had
he got robbed of a home run.
Yeah.
oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Damn.
Don't know what else he can
do. Rehearsal.
And Fernando Tatis is just murdered by.
You guys want to see a dead body? That's gonna put Padres fans right back into my chat.
What's up?
Great. They're back.
I'm taking it, just blocking them. Hey, I got enough now with MLB. JT's ass trying to take away from our fun of this World Series and this championship and all that. First one in 32 years. Padres fans, we'll see you next week, little brother.
Yeah,
next year.
I'm gonna celebrate and not pay attention to you very much for the next couple months. We can talk in spring training when all of a sudden it's a real season again, according to you.
Allegedly. NLCS, long series, 7-game series against the Bravos. There was a lot of good moments in that one.
Cody's homer.
Man,
Kike's homer
there's a
ranks
lot.
above Cody's homer.
Ooh, yeah,
Just
the
because it happened?
The Kike
Yeah,
job.
because
it happened?
Because everybody on Twitter was like, "Why?" And then he comes in and goes, "Boom!" and it's a tie game.
I honestly felt that one because Kike has those moments.
He does, yeah. For me it was the JT double play. That one was just
Superman?
was like the tie.
Yeah.
Superman.
Like as soon as that happened, I was like, "That's it. This is done."
Somebody should go check. Was it Darno? Is that who he tagged? No, it was Swanson.
Dansby
Swanson. Go check his leg.
They all look the same.
It.
All of those guys on that team look the same.
That's how he got it, by the way. I think, that probably is it. JT just because he hit a point where he just went beast mode on defense. He was gobbling up everything.
Yep.
He was making some incredibly athletic plays for a 35-year-old, especially. You know, the one where he got the kind of awkward hop and turned another DP out of that. And yeah, JT made some killer plays. So is that it? Was that our one for?
I mean, we don't have to have a collective one. We can all have our own.
Yeah.
But that's mine.
Yeah, Kike was mine. Cody's was
Cody.
second right there. And then JT's double play. Actually, you know what? JT's double play was like the play of the game for that game.
That was a series, though. Mookie had the 3 catches. So
Mookie had a bunch of catches.
The shoestring and throw him out. I think
the shoestring is right up there.
I think the LFG, because that's just such an iconic moment right there. He robbed a key run-scoring double high off the wall. He basically bent over Ozuna in that series, especially towards the tail end of it, man. It was fantastic. But
Ozuna was scary.
But I said it on the final pregame show, on the Game 6 pregame show, that Mookie's going to go off because he finds a way to put this team on his back. So shout out for me for nailing it on the pick to click there. But yeah, like those moments, whether if he doesn't do it with the bat, he finds a way to do it with the glove, and Mookie put the team on his back with his glove and
his legs,
his legs, wheel. Man, it was fun to watch him do that. But yeah, just the raw emotion, that was awesome.
Moose over on Periscope says that double play was bad against the Braves. Great memory for me.
Bad. That was a bad jamma.
The Braves series, you haven't even mentioned Corey. How on fire that guy was. He was just like the play of the series.
Corey never gets love because he's just fantastic at everything he does, and he's so handsome.
Yeah, he's ridiculous, and he's nice.
I loved
his hair.
Yeah. Oh God. Wait, what's his name? The guy. Yeah, I posted it on my Instagram. The guy from Stranger Things that Mrs. FRG is the one who like. Steve. Yeah, because he had he has the quaff going.
I thought he looked like the Green Goblin from Spider-Man 2.
Oh wow.
Mike Hoffer over on Facebook says Will Smith off of Will Smith was huge. That's another big moment that you tend to forget about that gets lost in all the other big moments. It was just such a big series that you can look at any single moment in that series and you're like, wow, that was a really big play. Yeah, that kind of changed the tide. So there's a lot of things. That was a big one though. I remember in that moment being like,
Will Smith 5 hits. San Diego,
the Will Smith 5-hit game after being over pretty much. There's a lot that happens,
and you got to think about it before we get to World Series plays, or if you find some more here on the stream. But that was a huge difference with this postseason that we haven't found in postseason past. There was plays that the Dodgers usually didn't make. There was hits that the Dodgers usually didn't get. They scored close to 60 runs with 2 outs,
right?
All postseason long.
That was crazy.
That just doesn't happen, especially with the Dodgers. And the storied history of the franchise of the Los Angeles and Brooklyn Dodgers, they're not a run-scoring team, let alone big time hits, 2 outs. So that was pretty cool, pretty clutch, pretty awesome. We got some big time hits, big time momentum to make the magic happen. Finally, 32 years, then magic. Anyways, back to you in the studio.
World Series moment. I mean, I don't know, man. You won the World Series. It's hard to not look back at that moment and be like, that was the moment of the series.
I want to watch it all over again.
Yeah, that's just something you've been waiting for 32 years. But I mean, there's obviously a lot of things that happened during the series. A lot of different people coming through in big moments. Julio for coming in for that last.
Yeah.
Julio was, I mean, that was our pick for MVP, and he arguably could have gotten that given the way he pitched, dude.
Yeah. If Corey Seager wasn't on another planet, even though I don't know if he wasn't the best, obviously wasn't the best.
He's better
hitter
in
in that.
LCS.
But he kind of won it just based on him being so, ridiculously good looking.
Yeah, that's what did
it. Is this a school for ants?
But the way Julio finished it out, combined with his appearance before that, if you had maybe gotten him one more appearance somewhere in there, there's a possibility that dude, I mean, you add in the fact that he came in with a 2-run lead. I mean, no, a 1-run lead. He comes in with a 1-run lead, eventually turns into a 2-run lead, but it's a close game. And then Doc is just like, we're just going to ride you to the end. And he's like, no problem. Got it.
7 outs, no hits, no walks. What was it? 4 Ks. Last 4 pitches just stared at. Strikeout, 3-pitch strikeout.
Heaters too.
That second, like Joe Buck had a whole script he had ready to go because he was talking about, I can't think about do this without thinking about my dad, and then you can't think about Vince Scully, and then oh crap, the game's over. he just is good. Like when he did the drop down, the sidearm.
Dave Roberts, the series is over. Like, what the hell kind of ending is that?
I know that, and we have to hear that now for the rest of our lives.
I kept thinking about that. The last pitch, I have to hear Dave Roberts. It's
I try to be a fair guy. I try my best. He really is horrible.
A lot of people feel that.
Everybody knows if you're facing the last pitch of a World Series of the last out, you're not supposed to really say anything.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to say anything until it happens, and it happened. And then he was just like,
that's where it is tough because Julio was so locked in.
He was just dealing.
So dealing.
Yeah.
That it happened so quick. You would have thought that Adames was going to foul one back there. Maybe there would have been a ball because it was 0-2. No, Julio was like, F that, I got this. This is going to be my iconic moment that they're going to be playing at in Mexico and, being El Culichi forever. That's all I got. I was going to do more, but then I didn't really feel like it.
No, just Buck makes the whole, we've watched how many years of him now, bro. It's been so hard because it just makes you feel like you're watching a broadcast for the other team. And you get no hope while watching this game when we're down or we're struggling. We get no hope. So I think that was the hard part about watching it. But, the one thing I do have to learn is how to sync up your AM 570 or your iHeartRadio to the broadcast. Somebody said that you can just, dial it in with
there
delays.
Are ways.
Dude, we're going to have to do a YouTube video on how to. Someone has to teach me.
You're still hearing Charlie, but I think I liked Chuck's call much better than Buck's. Charlie Steiner, because dude grew up a Dodger fan. He went around. He broadcast for ESPN. He broadcasted for the Yankees for years. Came to LA finally during that weird transition with Frank McCourt and Ross Porter and all that. And he finally got it. He finally got a chance to see it, watching from his living room, calling games because that's what he was doing all year long. He's notorious for blowing calls or just Steinering himself, but I think he nailed the call. Even though he was verbose in his call, it is radio, so you give him that pass because you can't just let it breathe on radio.
Yeah, he doesn't have the sound of the stadium to fill it up.
Our Gale wrote it was an editorial based on people's reactions to Joe Buck on our DodgersNation.com, and I like the way Gale ended that. Gale said, it's like maybe we have this bad taste in our mouth with Joe Buck because he reminds us of so many failed moments for the Dodgers in postseason past. So how would we feel if we hear him call, Dodgers are world champions for the first time since 1988? I don't feel much better. I do not feel any better.
It hasn't changed at all.
I don't like Joe Buck.
It actually makes me like him less because he screwed it up.
Yeah, he screwed it up.
Legitimately, I like John Smoltz talking about Kershaw after more than I liked anything that Joe Buck had to say in that moment. I don't even think about his voice when I think about the Dodgers winning a World Series. It has nothing to do with it. He's garbage. He's bad. He's just not good for. People hate on him, and some people are like, "Why do people hate on him?" And I'm like, sometimes I don't get it. Sometimes I really get it. And this is one of those cases where I didn't like him the entire series.
You wonder if Joe Davis was at home just watching, and he would just doing his own broadcast I mean,
because he loves Buck.
No, I know, but just what he would have said. You know, it would just been it'd feel a little bit better.
He's in off-season mode, bro. He's
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
He's getting ready for
He's
just
smoking
football.
meats.
Just football stuff now.
Football and meats.
Football meat.
We got George or Jorge saying show clips. We're not that kind of show, but I do have one clip for you, and here it is. Dave, he's not a man of his word. He's a Dave of his word.
Dave Roberts, 5 years with this team. It's been a grind. I know it's been an emotional road for you to get here. Tell me what this championship means to you to be the manager for this group of guys.
Ignores the question.
This is our year. We said it. This is our year. Everyone in this ballpark wearing Dodger blue, everyone all over the world wearing Dodger blue, never wavered. This is our year. And these players right here showed what toughness is all about. Resiliency. I've never been around a group that's closer, that's tougher, that I love more. And for guys like Clayton, I couldn't be happier for you, Kirsch. Couldn't be happier. You want to talk about a narrative? How about being a champion? He's a champion forever. Kenley Jansen, what you've done, thank you. Justin Turner, thank you. Rick Honeycutt who's not here, thank you. Ross Stripling, who's not here, thank you. And to every single one of you guys, I love you so much for all your work, your care, your unselfishness. Congratulations, you guys.
I think he nailed that, man.
I like how it's just an odd cast of people to thank. Like
Yeah.
it is just like
He forgot
he's
his
just like,
note, you know.
He's like, Rick Honeycutt's not here. Ross Stripling, we traded him. Kinley.
Thank you, guys. That's my time. Be sure to tip the waitress.
Yeah. It was like there's so many guys that he could have named, and he was like, Ross Stripling.
I mean, personally, I didn't like how he called out Clayton, and it's like, how's that for a narrative? No,
Well, because he's
it's
shutting
like your
up the
mom.
media.
I know, but it's like your mom coming to school and saying, he's a good kid. He's a good kid. I didn't. It's like, we know the narrative's been shot.
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
new narrative.
I
I don't
hear
think
you.
you
When
need
the
to do
camera
it.
points to Clayton, you just see him kind of like not paying
I know he
attention.
doesn't
You're like,
want
he doesn't
to.
care.
It's too much attention, right? So
Also, when
that's my
he's
only
asked
thing.
about it later, he's basbasically just like, I don't give a crap what you guys think about me.
Oh,
I don't give a
Kirsch,
crap
yeah.
what
Yeah.
anybody thinks about me. I
Right.
just won a World Series. Why are you even...
Yeah.
He even told that guy, he's like, that is such a bad question.
Oh,
No,
so
just
good.
flip it from what happened last year.
That's what they were
Everything
doing.
you wrote about me is true.
Yeah.
That still rings in my head. The heartbreak you saw
Yeah.
on his face.
Yeah.
That press conference with Jim Hill saying, "How do you feel right now?
It's like,
How do you
shut up, bro.
feel?" And you're like, "Dude,
I feel great.
You know?
What do you mean?
yeah." So it's just,
Idiot.
you know, for him, he didn't get the moment in front of the same cameras to really say what he wanted to say. I think it was
He
just
was
not.
just like,
yeah.
I'm a World Series champion. What else do you want from me? Like,
Yeah.
I don't have anything to
That
say.
shuts
other than
everybody
that.
up.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said, "We're 2020 World Series champions.
Mhm.
That's it. You can't change it. You can't take it away from us." I was like, "Yeah, you nailed it, buddy. Thank
And
you."
he had a great performance.
Yeah,
I think everyone, he just left and he
great
could walk away
postseason.
and be great.
he had one outing this postseason,
Mhm.
and it was coming off of a back injury.
I'm back.
Because they were staying at a hotel supposed to be isolated in a bubble, but apparently can't. It's not really a bubble when you allow 11,000 fans into the ballpark.
You want to just talk about that since you won't stop talking about that?
Yeah, let's let it out right now. Just
I don't know.
let
Should we just
out.
save
Go
it for
ahead.
Monday?
You just talk.
Should we save it for Monday?
No,
Are we
no,
gonna make
no,
this fun?
no,
Are we gonna
no.
make it
Just go
fun?
ahead. You
We'll
just-
make it
you
fun,
can
but
talk
just we don't
about
have
it.
to get too crazy conspiracy theory on it. I think there's a lot of just the sequence of things that happen, and that's it. Like we don't have to get into the politics of it because that's where people are gonna take it. So we'll just keep it like light.
I'm making an executive decision. I'm saving it for Monday, and there will be more details. There will be more bullshit that comes out.
That's true. There will
There'll
be
be
more
more
to talk about
lies.
on Monday.
Given to us from MLB, throwing one of their players under the bus yet again. And there will be more quotes on it.
It was really funny to me when I saw the the Astros dude that's apparently a media member somehow by some godforsaken miracle that was like going out onto the field as Justin Turner was way more irresponsible than banging on trash cans, and it was like Just way to somehow make this about yourself, dude. Way to somehow make this justify the means of which you got a championship and cheated people out of it. Way to make it about you, bud. But that's all we'll say about it.
Chris Canetta, what did I say? I just saw it right there. Chris, how do you spell Chris? It says Manfred can't even do a bubble correctly.
Was he okay?
Oh, they said that because he had a earpiece in there, and when you do this,
it's hard.
You're hearing something at the delay.
It's speech jammer.
You totally get screwed.
Remember when we were on KTLA and the people were talking while we were talking?
Yeah.
That was like the weird. I was like talking about sports and thinking about what they were saying. And I was like, for a moment, I was like, what did I just say on live camera, on live television in LA on 5 o'clock news? I was like, what the hell did I just say? And then I look back and I was like, oh, I did it. Okay, we're good. But in that moment, you're like, and you're like, oh, crap.
At least you weren't slurring. I have that video, you know?
I was stressed out, man.
Yeah.
But when looking back at him and seeing them, the headpieces on, I was like,
MVP.
there was a legitimate concern that he actually had a stroke because there was people in my comments like, dude, I work with stroke patients. That is exactly what they sound like.
No, after I tweeted, I was like, Manfred's straight drunk. I tweeted out that, right? And then I started looking at him more. I was like, oh man, I feel kind of bad about this because is he having a stroke right now? And then that was the main thing.
You know, you better be careful of those kind of tweets because MLB might say that you gave JT COVID. Just to throw somebody else under the bus. So
I'm not coming to the show on Monday. He's going to do it by himself. He's very passionate about this.
Yeah.
I'm just going to
put an explicit tag on that.
I think we have to pre-record that one and then load it in.
Cut stuff out.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to have to just
there's
control
this
the comments that day.
There's this old Mad TV bit with Will Sasso, and they're doing what's The Sopranos. But it's like Sopranos for network TV. It's like edited for network TV. And he's like, oh, you
and then just cuts.
You bit. It's some of you people know it. If not, Google it. Will Sasso, Mad TV, Sopranos. It's worth it.
Could be a great editorial for you to write.
No.
Record and we'll transcribe with Google.
Oh, man.
Next topic.
I hate Rob Manfred. So one of the things I really did want to talk about was how, we know how the Dodgers did it. They hit well. They hit at the right times. The pitching was fine as long as Pedro Baez wasn't coming in with runners on base, because we know how much he loves to give up other pitchers' runners. So glad he's leaving. Anyway, AJ says it was Andrew Baggerly, by the way. Old Bags.
Baggerly did a separate thing.
Oh,
there was another Houston guy, but Baggerly is just a bitter human being who thinks that he's the best person in the world and that his team has never done anything wrong ever. Idiot. Baggerly.
But it's the postseason. We know how the Dodgers did it. How did we do it? The rituals, you're talking about it, changing chairs, moving around, little things. This is the bad luck chair.
Oh, yeah.
I did most of our pregame shows without pants. Mm-hmm. That was a very important thing. Brooke had to have a beer. Brooke brought a Houston Astros ring in here. And what was it? Oh, you brought the Tampa Bay hat in here. You had that. We have to have the little ritual. Mrs. FRG stopped writing on the calendar, like marking off days. She put no W's, no L's, no nothing. All the little things we do. You think about the superstitions, the rituals to make it happen. I left every one of the PR emails for each postseason game like in my email instead of like deleting them or whatever and all that kind of stuff. So what are some of the things you guys did to get us this World Series? The rituals, the superstitions and all that kind of stuff. What else did you have that the general public might not have known about?
You're basically asking him, like, what did you do to deserve a ring?
Yes.
That's basically what you're asking.
No, what did you do for the Dodgers to be able to get this ring?
Yeah. What do you do? Why do you deserve a ring?
What did you
do to get us this ring?
Which is right. Yeah. It's the same way.
I sat in the exact same spot on my couch that I did for the entire playoffs. Mm-hmm. And I didn't waver even when we were losing. I was like, if I leave this spot, we are going to be eliminated from the playoffs. And I never left that spot despite being down 3-1 in the championship series. And then we came back and obviously won. So I was like, you know what? In the World Series, after we lose a game, still not moving from my spot, still going to sit in the same spot. Never changed it. It's on the far left side of the couch, kind of uncomfortable, right up against the countertop. Not ideal placement. It is what it is, but I sat there. I didn't move. I also, for the division series, for the wild card series and for the division series, I made my dog wear his jersey. He's very fat, and he does not fit in said jersey, so you can't close it. and he gets very uncomfortable. And when he's laying down, he can't close his arms because he's too chubby.
Same.
So
I can't fit in your dog's jersey.
when we went down 3-1, I took the jersey off of him, never put it back on him, and then we won. So some things I changed up, some things I didn't change up.
I thought Mrs. Me 3 was saying that you had that Max, the Spanish Brook dog, was wearing it all the postseason.
All the way up until 3-1.
Oh.
And then it came off. Then he was wearing, he's number 01, which doesn't make any sense because he would just be number 1.
I think that's just how they all are.
Stupid
Isn't
dogs.
Dexter's like that as well? Yeah.
Dogs don't know English.
Sorry, Cookie. Isn't garbage?
His name's
garbage
Cookie
is
and garbage.
Garbages. Yeah, I also never trimmed the beard at any point. So I was very happy because I was getting like, you know, how you get the like the extra itchy, and then all of a sudden things are just grabbing, and then it like ladies, you know what I'm talking about, right? Up top. See what I did there? There's a lot of them, a lot of good ones coming through here. But first, Gary, what were your rituals? What were your superstitions?
I was tweeting in the middle of the couch. If we didn't have offense going, I'd switch over to the edge of the couch on the right side, and then we would get offense. And then if we didn't get offense, I would switch over to the kitchen table. So I had a rotation of that 3 to try to get stuff going. But the thing that really got it going was Lucas, my son. He has a lucky hat. It has a sticker.
I remember the lucky.
You remember
hat.
the lucky
Yeah.
hat, right? So the lucky hat, he wore for both. It started when Matt Kemp hit it off Archie Bradley 2 games in a row.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that lucky hat is still there.
And then he
I
crapped
forgot which
himself.
game.
Yeah.
Game 4, the Kenley game. He thought he grabbed his lucky hat, and while he was wearing it, he was like, "Where's the sticker? Did it fall off?" But it was Judy, my wife's hat, that he pulled. I was like, "What are you doing? You're supposed to put your hat in the same place every time."
So Lucas lost the game.
Yeah,
Lucas
but then he brought it back for game 6.
firing that intern.
Intern Lucas
Yeah,
is fired.
yeah, man, that guy, seriously.
DFA Lucas.
But I do give him credit for the hat, because when we were down, he when Snell was dealing, and then he says, "Dude, we gotta do something." He's like, "I gotta go get my hat." Get his hat, and then Snell got pulled.
Yeah.
So
there you go.
You know, that hat is.
I do believe in
pretty special.
Lucas's hat.
Yeah,
I've
Lucas's
seen
hat is
it.
pretty special.
The power
It's
of
been
Lucas.
a few years now.
Yeah, it has.
Lucas's hat, and it works.
Yeah.
I also had some like hand stuff. That's it. There's your sound drop. Everybody wait. No, like, because I always had my hat forward, or mostly, so I would like tap the bill of my hat, and then I'd be like doing stuff like that, and I'd rub my legs and whatever, and I always had my
You don't have
beard.
video of this?
No. I was mostly out in the back in my fancy backyard pergola setup fanciness.
Pergola.
It is fancy.
The pergola.
Yeah, it is fancy.
Kate said I wore a stupid Colorado hoodie, sat in the same spot every game, and ate the same food during games. That's commitment, because you got to wear a Colorado hoodie. I think she's an Avalanche fan, so
That doesn't count.
Makes sense, but also Colorado.
Chris Cordova says I stopped posting about my Dodgers on Facebook, and I had to watch Game 6 at my mom's house with my sisters and sit at the edge of the couch.
See, there's
he's
a
one
legitimate.
of those.
There's a legitimate theory to the couch.
Yeah,
There is a couch
there is
thing.
to the right
You
side.
gotta
edge,
sit in
man.
the right spot of the couch.
William just believed, man. Just believed. It doesn't work like that, but if it did, it did, and I thank you for your service,
Yeah,
William.
it did work because we won. So William,
Anthony's boasting here. Says I got a new 75-inch TV, but we kept losing games that I watched it on, so I stuck to the 10-year-old 720. Hell yeah, that worked out.
You gotta toss that TV.
Robert,
next door.
Robert Wheat on YouTube says traveled to Dallas for 2 games. Hopefully they won those 2 games.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're not good luck.
Hey, did you see that stat that the Dodgers hit more home runs in the postseason at Globe Life than
Corey Seager.
Corey
hit more home
Seager
runs.
hit more home runs
than
than
the entire
did.
Rangers?
Yeah.
He hit 27?
Or
No, he didn't.
I think in
No, it was the
one
entire
player.
team.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah,
one
yeah,
player.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Scott Reed on Periscope says no haircut this season. Went Kershaw. Wife said it didn't help. She has no clue. Damn straight, she has no clue. You know, with all that BS they say about happy wife. Anyway,
You ever in the middle of games, like in a tight situation, go to game day and hope that it's a little bit ahead of you? I do that a lot.
Dan says I didn't shave
Oh.
my beard since the Lakers started the playoffs. She said, "Ooh, that's got to be bushy." Shaka Blaka says, "Bro, that's very, very superstitious these playoffs." Vincent also didn't cut his hair or goatee, which is always good. Maury said, "I am not the father."
Oh.
I'm sure you've never heard that one, and I apologize. It says moved up surgery to Game 6. Dad moved up surgery to Game 6 because he had surgery during the '88 World Series.
That's
wow, I think that one's there. That's some dedication.
That one.
What kind of surgery?
Said, cut me open. I won last time.
I know, right? Yeah, he didn't need anything. He just went in there. He's like, hey, doc,
Get it done.
I need a new something. He got that fancy new Jimmy John surgery. Katie also, starting with Game 7 at NLCS, brought out Dad's jersey, Grandpa's hat, and other Grandpa's Dodgers helmet. So you're getting the family love involved and the family
Make it
good
generational.
Generational
juju.
Generation. Maury had back surgery, by the way.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Maury's dad?
Sure.
Or Maury?
Logan says dranked. It's drank.
I drank it.
I also had beers every inning. Not a beer every inning because that would probably have been bad.
9 beers? Not bad.
Yeah, I mean,
Game 4 could have possibly done that.
I had 9 beers in the final inning. Actually, anytime Pedro Baez appeared this postseason, I could have finished a keg.
Yeah.
If you guys aren't gathering my point here, I'm not a huge Pedro Baez fan, and I haven't been for most of his career. He's not a very
one good year.
He has great regular seasons every year.
Yes.
His ERA plus is or whatever. ERA plus is usually fantastic. Like I think Mike Petriello on MLB was talking about how consistently great he is, and then playoffs that doesn't show up. And now
We
he's
should
gone.
talk about favorite memories of players who are no longer Dodgers. Oh.
Well, that's going to be a whole separate thing because I got to think about all that kind of stuff. But
Yeah,
but
that's a lot.
Noted fan of the show, noted friend of the show, noted super chat man DJ X Villa is back at it again. Another donation to us. But thank you, man. He says, boys, all together, championship vibes, double champs. Double champs, Lakers
Double
and Dodgers.
champs.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I follow. Thank you, man.
Yeah.
We appreciate you. We think the LA is talking about going for 3. I'm personally not a Rams fan. I personally don't like Jared Goff. I personally don't like the Rams. That's just my own personal thing. Nothing against you guys or anything like that. If LA wants 3 championships, go ahead. I'd rather have LAFC win a championship.
True.
Don't really care much about the Rams.
Rams are new.
personally. But
Yeah.
if you guys are into that sort of thing, then congratulations. It's hard to be a football fan when they've only been here for like 20 minutes.
This is true.
Yeah.
This is true.
They're trying.
Well, now we know all the things that worked this year, so we got to do them again next year. That's just the way it goes, right?
I'm gonna
'Cause
probably
running
forget
this,
them. We'll have
we're
to
running
watch
this
this
back.
episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark all of this. Okay, we got you. Thanks. I'm gonna forget. I'm not gonna watch this. We're not gonna listen
You can
to this.
bookmark this video. Things to do.
Like and
Make a
subscribe.
list.
Share the
Yeah.
video. Send it to Grandma, so she can email it to us. I'm sorry. Well,
That's all I
anybody?
got to say about that.
I guess we'll end on kind of what comes next for the team and for the off season a little bit. We're going to be back. Importantly, we'll be back next Monday. We'll be back on Monday, the usual time.
Wait, you mean you don't do podcasts only when the Dodgers are popular?
Nah, we do it all year long. We never
really?
stop. We don't stop the
okay.
grind. I know that some people that you guys know tend to do stuff like that, but we don't. We're
Yeah.
here all year. We don't even celebrate Christmas because we got to do podcasts.
How many
No, we
weeks
do
in a row is
celebrate
this?
Christmas. We do that.
How many weeks in a row is this?
Oh, good God, I have no idea. So many weeks.
Weeks?
How
I mean,
many
all of them.
live streams you guys do
we
this
only
month?
we only take off.
So many weeks.
Yeah.
We only take off
New Year's.
New Year's and Christmas.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
This is episode
Every single-
161 of the Blue Heaven podcast. And granted, I've only been here since
33.
33?
Episode 33.
Are you serious?
You are also the only
Oh
one
my
to
God.
do you did a show, I think, twice by yourself, or once definitely
Gary.
solo, and you did 1 or 2 with him. I did
one by myself.
horribly, not horribly, but like terribly alone.
It was just like, help me.
Yeah. Oh, I
Someone
remember
talk.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was rough. That
But the
hurt my
point of
soul.
this, guys, again, like we don't leave you guys. We're here every single week. There's stuff all season long, or if not, we're here to talk about stuff. If anything, we ramp up. This is our real season. We ramp up in the
Oh,
off
it's gonna be
season.
fun.
This is going to be a fun off season. There's a lot to talk about. Where does Justin Turner end up going? Besides to MLB headquarters, so Rob Manfred can catch some hands.
Monday.
I'll tag team with the mofo, man.
Free agent signings, trade rumor mills, all of the things that we're going to have to talk about all off season long. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's one of my favorite things to talk about because it's stuff that hasn't happened. And that's my favorite because it's I can say whatever I want because it hasn't happened.
Yeah, but we're not here just to, cut videos from MLB and steal them and put them on our Twitter during the season or whatever. We're going to be here with you making original content all off season long, or doing our best, or changing up original things, not just, repurposing and regurgitating somebody else's stuff. What else? I'm going to talk more crap about people. We're not going to
we're going to just have a lot of fun, and we're
not going to be supporting.
We're going to change up the set.
We should steal images from other people and post them as our own brand. We should also do that. That's fun.
Wait, you got to make sure you block out the Getty images.
You got to crop it out correctly so you can steal from photographers and not credit them like people tend to do.
Because those images are cheap. They're only like $500 an image
a month.
Yeah. So.
All the things that the people in the
we're not going to be here to support brands of paint and have large gathering of maskless people in Texas or anything like that.
Talk about super spreader events again. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's your topic today.
So anyways, on that note, Gary, we'll talk after the show.
Sure.
By the way, guys, the whole thing is we're just trolling a lot of people we're not huge fans of, but
such as myself.
Yes.
Not a fan of me.
Oh, you know who I want to give a shout out to? I want to give a shout out to all the people who actually watch all those virtual games that we did earlier in the season before the season started. All those MLB the game, like all those simulated games that we did. A lot of people are here on it, and we did our best to really try to give everybody a show.
I was thinking about it. Maybe we should just bring those back in the off season, but
if people want to play, no, I'd rather just play against people, but not do the simulated games.
That's fair. That's fair. By the way, Citrus City Park, $20. Make you holla.
Wow, thank you so
Appreciate
much.
that over on YouTube. Did you have a question you wanted us to ask, or
I just want to say what's good?
I'm going to ask you a question. How is your life?
It's good. My back kind of hurts.
But you have the good chair. You have the Tempur-Pedic chair.
It should feel better, but it just does not feel great. I also keep hitting the back with my heel, and it falls. And sometimes I almost fall out of the chair. So, that's how things have been going in my life. How are you doing?
She's gonna take the 20 back.
Yeah,
I mean
that's a good deal, honestly.
Or is that a request?
Yeah,
it's a different color.
Send me $20.
But anyways, the point of all this, guys, we're gonna be here every week. We might have some extra fun stuff coming up real soon, so pay attention to all.
We have weekly giveaways.
Media. Oh yeah, the giveaways. I wanted to remind people about the giveaway we have going on right now. We have a button for that. Boom, there it is. We're still giving away this Walker Buehler signed baseball with our friends over at Elite Sports Collectibles, so you should check them out at Elite Sports Collectibles. Look on our Instagram page, and you'll find the post somewhere within the feed. It was posted on Monday, so scroll back a little bit. Monday the 26th.
Citrus City Park gave us 2020, by the way, because it's 2020, the year that we won the World Series.
Anyways, ball, go do it. Go sign. Go follow those people. Whatever, Yeah. Stay tuned.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah.
For stuff.
Thanks for being here all year.
It has been a year.
It's been a crazy year.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, just because we're ending the show today doesn't mean the season is done. Doesn't mean anything is done. There's a lot going on, like I said. So find more stuff on DodgersNation.com. It is a internet website, so that's cool. Everybody has it, probably. Subscribe to Blue Heaven. We are on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Play, Stitcher Radio, Player FM, a whole bunch of spots where your podcasts are available. If you can leave us a rating, preferably 5 stars. Wait, hold on. Was that 5? That sounds like 5. On iTunes, and a review, that would mean a whole lot to us. It we're trying to do things to make the show better, and people like to give money to people that have better ratings on shows, and we have a fine rating. A lot of people have fine ratings like us, but
millions.
I'm sorry. Just having fun. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/DodgersNationTV. You'll be glad you did. There's going to be stuff going on all year long. Probably. Doug's around. Shout out to Doug McCain for nailing the post-game show all year long, by the way. We waited 32 years for this, guys, and we're here, and it's fun, and we're drinking.
Yes, we are, guys. My name is Brooke. You can find me at BrookeMe3. This guy over here is at Real FRG. We're on Twitter and Instagram. You can go find us there. Hang out with us all off season long. We'll be bringing you the latest, the greatest, and the not so great Dodgers news when it comes to us. We're at Dodgers Nation on Twitter, at official Dodgers Nation on Instagram. Go check out that giveaway because you want a Walker Buehler game ball. You want a Walker Buehler signature because he's great. And yeah. Stuff is cool. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for Mr. Gary Lee over there in the corner of the screen hanging out with us with his Mookie Monster shirt. Go out, support GearUp.la, buy that merchandise, spend all of your money on Christmas gifts to celebrate the World Series win. Do that. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys. We'll see you on Monday.
This is our beer. Thank you.